Guys, I got another one. This one's fun. Ever since I started following back into the whole YouTube court body cam stuff, there's always been three. There's been about four cases that I just I will always remember, right? And nothing, none of them are extremely spectacular. They just kind of stupid, but they're memorable, and I think a lot of the country remembers these as well. This case happened during COVID, so if you're late to following the YouTube courts, it might be new to you. I'm sure most of you've probably seen this one. Let me introduce you to Shamika O'Neill, defense attorney.
I've got a guilty plea on several cases with Miss Shamika O'Neill, who's just on the line. He just got on the line. It's on.
Yeah, I was trying to get Mr. Valentine, which is Miss Davis' client. I was trying to get him done first, just because he's at the mezzanine.
That's fine.
But let me see. At the mezzanines, you all have Burns upstairs.
We've already went and retrieved him, Judge.
Okay, great. Let me know when you've got him. We might be able to do his before Valentine.
He's present.
Okay, let's go ahead and do it then.
Burns is ready.
All right, this is numbers 5 through 8 on our docket. And Mr. Kruthoffer, when you're ready, go right ahead.
Sure. Mr. Burns has 4 cases on the docket. I'm going to read all 4 of them into the record. They're all guilty pleas. The first one is call number 7. It's 20M3583. It's 1 count of assault 4th degree domestic violence. He's pleading guilty to that charge. The sentence is as follows. It's 365 days with 60 days to serve, with credit for time served of 37 days as of today. The balance of 305 days is going to be withheld on state supervised probation for 2 years on conditions of no new offenses, no contact with the prosecuting witness, BIP, and complete a 6-month substance abuse treatment through Addiction Recovery Care, or ARC, also as it's known. The defendant is going to be released to the ARC program as soon as a bed date becomes available, which my understanding will be no later than Thursday from speaking with the coordinator for ARC. He's going to come back and serve the balance of the 60 days after he completes that inpatient treatment program, whenever.
Hey, watch Mr. Mezzanine, Mr. Burns kind of inch forward after hearing the serve the balance after yada yada.
That is done. It could be longer than 6 months, but the understanding is he's going to come back and serve some additional days.
So I think we need to write that up as like a furlough, correct?
No.
Oh, it's not what we talked about.
Yeah, I asked you a question.
Well, Judge catches it, right? I don't know who's speaking. I don't think it's ACA Emily Weatherholt. Sorry, I think it might be ACA Casey Holland. We can't see him, but who knows?
Is my attorney?
I can.
Your Honor, that's what I would suggest.
Your
that
attorney's
that
on
it
the
be
line.
written up as a furlough. Yes.
He told me that was going to get put on the shelf. So my
I'll put rather than release, I'll just change it, defendant to be furloughed to the ARC program with a.
Well, he's saying he did not. Sir, can you please pull your mask up? He's saying that he and Miss O'Neill did. Please let me.
Your Honor, I just want to reiterate.
Yeah, Miss O'Neill is starting off with a minor strike 1 for the interruption.
Miss O'Neill, please do not interrupt me. He is saying that they did not discuss that. So would you like some time to speak with your client, Miss O'Neill?
No, ma'am, I wouldn't. I would like to correct Kurt in saying that he is going not for substance abuse.
Okay. I didn't mean to cut her off mid-sentence, but I want to make sure, as you're watching this, you pay close attention to ACA Emily Weatherholt and Tracy, sorry, her name just got smaller, Tracy Davis's face and reaction.
It's for mental health treatment. He's bipolar schizophrenic, ma'am. So
Okay.
he says a lot of
Okay.
things. He agreed to this deal. He has it in his hand. So the question becomes, Kurt, do you want to take it or not? You're dealing with somebody that's not operating at full capacity, ma'am.
Okay,
So,
and look, it
yes, I've
says
spoken to
addiction
him.
recovery center. I assumed it was substance abuse treatment. If it's mental health treatment,
No, man,
that's
no,
fine.
he's got bipolar,
else changes?
undiagnosed bipolar schizophrenia.
Did she just say undiagnosed bipolar schizophrenia? Undiagnosed?
That's the reason for the
Okay.
defenses in the first place.
I don't know what we're arguing over. He's
Mr.
going to treatment. If it's mental health treatment, I'll correct it to say mental
Right,
health.
that's fine. But what I'm saying is your client is saying he did not understand it that way. It's
I did.
fine. It is fine that he has mental illness, but that doesn't mean that we can go through with a plea if he doesn't understand what he's agreeing to.
Man, I don't even have no records of me having mental illness. She just putting that diagnosis on me.
She's just putting that diagnosis on me. Judge, my lawyer says I'm bipolar schizophrenic and I got to go to this mental health place because she knows medicine and stuff.
I don't have no mental illness. I'm from Florida. I'm not even.
Your Honor, it's
He did say he's from Florida.
my motion at this time to withdraw from this case.
No, ma'am, that motion's denied.
Why? He
Because
won't accept the plea, and he's going contrary. He won't accept ma'am, I've been to the jail 5 times.
Now Miss Shamika O'Neal is trying to rage quit because Mr. Burns isn't going with the
He's
program.
flooding the toilet. He's causing disturbances. He's fighting. He's been beat up. He's calling me 12
Emily.
times a day.
disparaging your client to this court.
Okay, well, the bottom
would
line
like to
is,
remind you-
my advice to him, ma'am, is to take the deal. If he's not going to do that, then I'm withdrawing from this case.
Ma'am,
I've already been to the jail 5 times, Your Honor, to talk to him.
to withdraw is denied.
I bet I don't appear again. Goodbye.
Okay, I would like to make a contempt motion for Ms.
Look at the faces. Hold on, just look at these faces. Let me just... Look at the faces. Bet I don't appear again. Goodbye.
O'Neal. I will enter an order compelling her appearance in front of this court tomorrow.
Shall I just roll everything to tomorrow morning, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll do.
Mr. Burns, there is no excuse for an attorney to behave that way.
Yes, ma'am.
We will address this tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Your attorney will be lucky if she's not in there with you. So,
Now, I'm willing to work out any way best that the prosecutor feel. I don't understand why she's going off like that, ma'am. You know what I mean? I'm not
I don't
trying.
either, sir. It is unacceptable, and I
thank you.
promise you there will be consequences.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We will see you tomorrow.
Whatever the
Mr. Burns.
prosecutor want to work out, I feel like we can work a deal out to get this
Yes.
case out the way. And
Well, I appreciate
I'm sorry for everything that's happening. You know what I
Sir,
mean?
you have no reason to apologize. None. You have been kind and patient today, and
Yes,
I
ma'am.
appreciate you.
All right.
We will see you tomorrow, and I apologize that it went this way today.
Okay, man. You have a good day. Thank you.
You too, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Never in my life. Okay,
Like,
I'll be
more
writing an order
faces.
if anyone needs me.
Oh, wow. Wow. I didn't even talk about the fact that she tries to throw her client under the bus by attacking his character and credibility with the whole toilet thing. I did find a couple lawyer reactions that I've added to this, so they'll talk about that a little bit more. This is Shamika O'Neill. This is pulled from her Facebook. She's a Sagittarius, which sucks because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm watching this and I'm thinking, there's no way that this is a first for Miss O'Neill, and it's not. So first off, let's do the follow up. So the judge ordered Miss O'Neill to return back to her courtroom the following day, although this article makes it seem like it might have been the same day. Miss O'Neill's response, or Miss O'Neill mentioned to the judge, "Mark my words, if you take adverse action against me, you better be sure about it, because you made some mistakes here today," O'Neill told Kaylin. "I will attempt to hold you civilly or however responsible that I can, and that's my word." In the contempt order obtained by WDRB News on Tuesday evening, which is sometime in 2020, I think, maybe 21, 2020, I don't know, 2020, I think. Kaylin removed O'Neill as Burns' attorney and stated that her behavior in Tuesday's hearing embarrassed the court. The contempt charge carries a $500 fine and a 90-day prison sentence, probably jail. However, the imprisonment can be avoided if O'Neill agrees to refrain from committing additional acts of contempt and study courtroom professional standards. There's more. In a phone interview, O'Neill said she'll challenge the punishment, citing the judge's rudeness and disrespect for her off-the-cuff remark. What off-the-cuff remark? No, ma'am, basically. No, ma'am. Or what was the other one? Uh, would you like a moment with your client? Or I don't think your client something like understands this. Off the cuff, huh? As for that fine, straight cash, homie, O'Neill texted later. Bottom line, don't disrespect me and try to humiliate me in front of my client and other professionals, then think I'm going to sit there and take it whether you got a robe on or not. I'm a person just like her. I'm not her child, nor do I work for her. Get respect and I give respect. Period. Okay. So that part that I was mentioning about, there's got to be more, right? So I found this. Oh, hold on. Let me make it bigger. Okay. Shalonda Moe hired Miss O'Neill to reserve. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Represent her in a racial discrimination case against the Kentucky Department of Revenue. Moe was charged $1,900 by Miss O'Neill as a retainer with a $150 an hour fee schedule that could be replenished by making additional payments after basically the retainer's been maxed. Moe paid O'Neill $1,900, but she filed the complaint in the wrong court. She failed to serve the correct people. She failed to show up to hearings, motion hearings. She failed to respond on time. The court also noticed that O'Neill had yet to cure her errors. O'Neill again failed to respond to various motions or appear to the hearing. That was a matter submitted. They're talking about a dismissal hearing for the final adjudication, with the court dismissing the case with prejudice, which is really going to screw her client. More than a week later, O'Neill filed a motion stating she had been out of town blah, 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 blah. The court ended up altering its dismissal to change it to without prejudice due to a lack of subject matter jurisdiction. So, and essentially, so what ended up happening here is Miss Mo got a new lawyer, and the Inquiry Commission, I guess it has something to do with the Kentucky bar, filed a 5-count charge against Miss O'Neill, alleged that Miss O'Neill violated compliance, diligence, keeping client reasonably informed, unreasonable fees, communication with client regarding fees. O'Neill admits she violated these rules, attempting to draw this matter to a close. Through the parties agreed upon negotiated reprimand, O'Neill refunding the $1,900 to Mo within 30 days. I totally realized I skipped something. Or did I? Oh, yeah, I did skip something. Essentially, after this happened, before she got the new lawyer, before she was reprimanded, O'Neill sent Mo an additional invoice for $500 because of the total work that she did, even though none of O'Neill's time benefited Mo in the least due to lack of everything, basically. So I think next I've got a couple lawyers reactions. Let me check.
So then she says,
Okay, yeah. This comes from the lawyer you know from YouTube. The lawyer you know.
I bet I don't appear again in this case.
Maybe YouTube lawyer you know.
Not something you want to say to a judge. You do not want to push a judge's button, call their authority into question, and basically call their bluff and say, I bet you won't do anything about this. I bet I don't appear again on this case. That's what the lawyer says before hanging up the Zoom call. And again, it's very important that this is done during the quarantine and during Zoom because you can't just walk out of a courtroom. The judge can literally say bailiff, which is an officer in the courtroom, grab that person right now and take him to jail.
Then he does not want to do it. And how he was acting at the jail just because you're mad about it doesn't have anything to do with that decision. So the only purpose of telling the judge that your client was acting up at the jail is to try to undermine your client and make your client seem less credible so that you seem more credible. But that's not your job as his attorney. Your job as his attorney is not to fight. First of all, she asked the judge to recuse her or remove her from the case. She wanted to withdraw her appearance. Now, once we enter into the
This part comes from Natalie Lawyer Chick, also YouTube channel. Natalie added some more context to the whole timeline of Miss Shamika's. It's called law history.
Case, we cannot just withdraw on our own. We have to have leave of the court in order to withdraw from the case. We can make a motion to withdraw and we can state things like, I haven't been paid for my services in the motion. Usually it's a pretrial motion filed ahead of court. And in those cases, judges can deny it because they say, well, they don't have another attorney. So do you know of another attorney for them? Do they have a public defender? You can't just leave this person in the lurch unrepresented, right? So sometimes the judges won't release you. Sometimes they will. You can file a motion to withdraw your appearance because your client already has another attorney. You cannot file a motion to withdraw your appearance because you have one recommendation for your client and your client wants to go the other way.
All right, so Natalie the lawyer chick put us onto another scenario. Oh man, hopefully this looks better than it looks on my end because it's a little, you know. She put us onto another time where Miss Shamika was criticized or in trouble. So let's pop this one up a little bit. Earlier in her career, and I saw a record that she became a bar attorney in 2019. However, that doesn't seem to be accurate because this happened in 20. Oh God, when was this? 2014, I believe. She worked as a prosecutor Yeah, 2014, she worked as a Jefferson County prosecutor. There's an issue where the prosecutor, Jefferson County prosecutor, told a judge in court that there was no 911 recording to turn over as evidence in a case of 3 men charged with receiving stolen property. The prosecutor assured the judge and defense attorneys that she personally spoken with Louisville Metro Police to confirm the lack of a 911 call. Neither of those statements turned out to be true. An investigator for the defense discovered there was, in fact, a 911 call, and the prosecutor, Shamika O'Neill, who has since resigned, had apparently not spoken with police about getting it, according to the defense attorneys. This may be the most egregious example, but not only mistaken the prosecutors in Commonwealth Attorney Tom Wine's office have made in the last year mistakes that have times benefited criminal defendants. So again, she resigned. She was probably uninvited to work there any longer. All right. Back to 2023, the same case that we started with. Let me move me. Shamika O'Neill and the Kentucky Bar Association reached a negotiated sanction for O'Neill's admitted violations, numbers, letters. Under the terms of negotiated sanction, O'Neill would receive a public reprimand when representing a client at a district court Zoom hearing. O'Neill spoke over the judge on multiple occasions and told the court, "I bet I don't appear again. Goodbye," before closing Zoom meeting after the court had denied her motion to withdraw from the case. After the court told her to appear the following morning, she sent an email to the judge threatening to file a complaint against the judge. The judge entered an order finding her in direct criminal contempt because of her refusal to abide by the court order requiring appropriate and publicly reprimanded O'Neill. Words are hard. So that was fun. Let's you know what? Can't just say goodbye. Let's do one of these. Where
I have a mental illness. She just putting that diagnosis on me. I don't have no mental illness. I'm from Florida. I'm not even.
Your Honor, it's my motion at this time to withdraw from this case.
No, ma'am, that motion's denied.
Why?
Because
He won't accept the plea, and he's going contrary. He won't accept the, ma'am, I've been to the jail 5 times. He's flooding the toilet. He's causing disturbances. He's fighting. He's been beat up. He's calling me 12 times a day.
Disparaging your client to this court.
Okay, well, the bottom line is, my advice to him, ma'am, is to take the deal. If he's not going to do that, then I'm withdrawing from this case. I've already been to the jail 5 times, Your Honor, to talk to him.
The withdrawal is denied.
I bet I don't appear again. Goodbye.
Okay, I would like to make a contempt motion for.
Oh, I gotta stop on the faces. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching this one. I did a little bit of editing this time just to put stuff in this video together, but it's a one take, and I'm gonna publish it like this, and it's probably gonna suck in parts, and it's probably gonna be pretty okay at parts. If you like this type of content, it's right there. Let me know. Drop it in the comments, please. Your feedback is huge. The likes that you click on actually help. The comments help. You love it, you hate it, you think I'm a douche, you think I'm wonderful. You think Shamika's great. You think Mr. Burns is great. You love where's Judge Kalen. Anything, right? If you like this type of content, please let me know. I can make more. These are fun for me to do. I have a Discord. Check my profile. I have a Twitter. No, not Twitter. TikTok. I have a TikTok, and I'm just a real hoot. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hey, hold on. Did I ever show you what this was? Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, Miss Mo, if I didn't mention this, consequences from the 21 Miss Mo deal. She had to pay back the $1,900, and she had to pay her own costs associated with her own disciplinary actions. Also publicly reprimanded. Have a wonderful night or morning.